Wipe your tears away. You don't have to cry no more. Said you don't have to cry no more. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your tears. Wipe them, baby. Said you don't have to cry no more.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back, and I said welcome back to yet another video. I'm real with y'all, I'm not really in the mood. I can't fake it. I really can't. I'm not really in the mood. I have not been in the mood lately. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But I'm still gonna get some content out and get some content rolling, right? You know, I'm still mad about my Instagram being disabled, bro. I'm still pissed about that. But the show must go on. The show must go on, y'all. The show must go on. So, I'm going to be discussing how did I even discover Michael Jackson in the first place. Y'all know I love Michael. Rest in peace, Michael, you know. Today is June 25th, 2025, and this marks, damn, is it 16 years this year since Michael has passed away? 17? 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 16 years. I got it right. So this marks 16 years since the passing of Michael Jackson. And bro, y'all know how much I love Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson he's just been an inspiration to me for so long. And I don't think I've discussed how I discovered him on this channel. You know, it's a very brief situation. It's a very brief type of video. It shouldn't really take long, but let's get into it. So back in like 2007, I believe, I think it's 2007. Yeah, it was 2007. I saw Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom took me to go see Alvin and Chipmunks, which is a legendary kids movie, by the way. I'm gonna be real. I don't really talk about, you know, movies like that on this channel, but Alvin and the Chipmunks is a very legendary movie. I love that movie so much. The second one is cool too. I loved Alvin and the Chipmunks after my mom took me to go see that movie back in like 2007. I loved it. I loved the music. I loved the comedy. I loved so much about that damn movie. It made no sense. I love Alvin and the Chipmunks after that. I was hooked. I was hooked on the whole franchise. You know, I would go back on the computer in the computer room in there. I'm like 6, right? And I would look up like old Alvin and the Chipmunks like cartoons from when I was a kid. I mean, not from when I was a kid. From when my mom was a kid, from the 80s, the 90s, and the big movie that was in 2000. And there was a movie in like the mid 80s as well. Yeah, there was so much Alvin and Chipmunks content to really kind of get at that time. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot. And I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed, you know, I enjoyed every second of it. I enjoyed it. I loved watching the old Alvin and Chipmunks cartoons. I loved it. It was just something that I was addicted to. You know, we all have a phase of something. And I had an Alvin and Chipmunks phase. I loved Alvin and Chipmunks. I really did. So, and this was when YouTube was still fresh too. Like YouTube was about 2 years old at this point. So they had like little recommended stuff here and there, and I remember going into it. I remember one video kept getting recommended, and it was Michael Jackson's Beat It. And you know, I kept passing up on it. I'm not really interested in watching this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really interested in watching this video. Not really. I was just looking for Alvin Chipmunks content. So then I proceed to watch more Alvin and Chipmunks stuff. But then it got recommended again. Right. It got recommended again, Alvin and Chipmunks, but it was like Alvin and Chipmunks plus Michael Jackson. Apparently Michael Jackson and Alvin and Chipmunks, they had like a little collaboration, like Alvin was dancing with Michael on stage or something like that. So I'm like, or in the videos. So I'm like, okay, let me check this out. So I clicked on Alvin and Chipmunks, Michael Jackson Beat It. And I'm like, oh man, this is fire. It was basically Michael singing and then Alvin was dancing right next to him in the video. and I was hooked because Michael, when it came to Beat It, I loved that song when I first heard it. I mean, I'm telling you, I can remember it now. Like I was really addicted to that song for a while. I really absolutely was. I was addicted to that song ever since I heard that mug. You know what I'm saying? I was addicted to it ever since I heard it with with Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like I was addicted to that song. That song was incredible. But, that wasn't it. Then there was another one with Smooth Criminal. And bro, let me tell you something, bro. I love that one too. That one was so fire. Like Smooth Criminal, bro. I love Smooth Criminal. I love the song. I love the video. And they had a video with Alvin dancing with Michael to Smooth Criminal. And bro, let me tell you something. It was amazing. It was so fire. Like I loved every second of it. And I can't express how much I enjoyed that video. That video was so fire, and I love the music. And I saw the lean too, you know what I'm saying? It was so fire to see. It was so, I can't put it into words, right? And this is all like me at like what, 6 years old? Man, I was just enjoying it left and right. You know what I'm saying? That's how I discovered Michael Jackson from Alvin and Chipmunks. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I don't regret a second of it, and this was like I said, like 2 years before he passed away. It was so smooth. It was so lit. Like I enjoyed it. It's a shame Michael passed away 2 years after me discovering him though. That really does suck. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I was like more my age for his best year, bro. Like I wish I was in my 20s for like in like 1983 and 1982 when he was dropping his top stuff. Like I wish I was in my 20s for when he dropped Bad, when he dropped Dangerous, when he dropped Off the Wall. Like I could imagine that time must have been lit as a Jackson fan, but unfortunately I didn't get to enjoy his best years or witness that for myself. But my dad, he talks about it all the time, how lit Michael Jackson was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? How lit he is till this day. People still love his stuff. People still love his work. Over 40 years later, isn't that insane? That's insane. So I think that's it. I don't know what else to really say. Like Alvin and Chipmunks, shout out to Alvin and Chipmunks, bro, because shout out to my mom for taking me to go see that movie. Because if it wasn't for her, like, man, I'll probably be like a completely different, I'll be completely different in terms of my music taste. Absolutely. So, yeah, I think that is it. Because the rest is really history, right? Pun not intended. The rest really is history. You know what I'm saying? Michael ended up passing away less than 2 years after me discovering him. And man, when he passed away, I think that reignited another flame in my heart for his music. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when he passed away, like I said before, that was like a crazy time. That was a crazy time. I'm not gonna lie to you. June 25th, 2009 was a crazy time to be a Michael Jackson fan. Like that had to be the most devastating news they could have gotten. And I remember, I've discussed his death before on this app, on YouTube, but I think that his death, although unfortunate, it really kind of helped a lot of people even know him more. Because, like, I had to say this, right, but a lot of people, let's face it, right, a lot of people aren't that loved until they passed away. Michael Jackson was definitely loved, don't get me wrong, but it's like a lot of people who were talking crap about him was all of a sudden talking amazing to him and talking about how great he was, Martin Bashir. You know what I'm saying? For example, Brooke Shields, for example. But actually, Brooke Shields, did she talk bad about Michael during his life? I don't know, maybe not, but she was at that funeral. She was definitely at that funeral. She wasn't there with him for his lowest moments. So yeah, it's like when he passed away, that's when all this praise got to him, and BET and VH1 and all these different stations was playing his music left and right, and got a lot of other individuals introduced to him as well after that. A whole new generation got into him after them playing the Jackson's American Dream on whatever station. It was a lot. It was a lot. His death was literally talked about like crazy. Google crashed. His funeral was the most watched funeral of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, his funeral was actually in theaters so people can watch it and mourn him together. Like, bro, the legacy that this man has is insane. So, yeah. I love Michael Jackson, bro. Rest in peace to him. Today marks 16 years of his passing. His movie is apparently still supposed to come out this year, which I don't know. I'm tired of talking about his movie. I'm tired of talking about that damn movie. I'm so sick of talking about that movie. That movie is like, you know, I'm not even worried about that right now because of the nothing we have been getting. Bro, tell me why I heard that they just filmed the Motown 25 performance. You're telling me y'all just now filmed that? When that was an early part of Michael's life, that movie's not getting released this year. It's just not. But this video is not about his movie. Even though we probably should have been had a Michael movie by now, but I digress. Hope everybody loved this video, and rest in peace Michael Jackson. Shout out to the Jackson family, and yeah.